Men working is not a sacrifice. And I think it's very strange to me the way that men are trying to manufacture the ways that they are needed within a relationship when they actually really could just be valuable. And shout out to my mutual public offender because the boys are really stirred up about this conversation. Men are fully aware that that is not how they bring value to a relationship because the majority of women are working. Even if you are a woman who is, who was a stay-at-home mom, eventually you go back to work. If you are a woman who has children, if you're a woman who married, you're usually not married to a man who is able to provide a lifestyle for which you can stay at home freely and just live. And there's like this weird intentional dismissal of anything that involves women's work. Because if I'm not mistaken, just a short while ago, they were having a conversation about whether or not being a stay-at-home mom was hard or whether it was work. And they said that that's not work. They also made the really stupid assertion that they could do the work if need be. And historically, when men had the opportunity to be the people who were with children in the late 1800s, men primarily got custody of children within a divorce because children were considered property as well. And they flipped that around fairly quickly. And one of the TikTok creators I follow, I think her name is Amber Wyland. I think that's her last name. But her husband made a really great point. He said, I'm not competing with other men. I'm competing for the absence in my home. I'm essentially in competition with myself for what it means if I'm not in the home with my family. And unfortunately, for most men, that's not going to be the check. It's going to be the safety, the love, the compassion, the empathy that you provide to the women and children who are in your family. And it's just not going to work with money.